After the applicant submits their application, the ID verifier will receive an email asking them to log on to the system and enter the ID details for the applicant, which they will either have checked and copied at the interview stage or have available by completing this process with the applicant present. The link on the email will take them to the login screen where they will need to enter their username and password to access the system. Logging in will display the ID verifier control panel. Options available include the facility to edit their account details, view pending applications, and check ID verifier FAQs. To view the list of applications requiring ID verification, the ID verifier should select Pending Applications menu. This screen displays a list of those applications for whom ID verification is outstanding. They will then need to click on Approve, denoted by a green tick, which will take them to the next screen to complete the ID verification. The next screen provides a preview of the details the applicant has already entered to allow the ID verifier to verify the ID against this information. In the first instance, the ID verifier will be prompted to select ID to meet Route 1 from the appropriate groups. At the top of the page, you will see a banner showing which route you are currently on and what ID combination is required for that particular route. This will change as you move through the different routes. By clicking the tooltip next to certain fields, it will provide additional information, e.g. how old a particular document can be in order for it to be considered valid for ID verification purposes. Note that for some types of ID, for example passports, driver's licenses and birth certificates, the field will expand, prompting the verifier to provide additional information, for example date of issue. Please note that when prompted to select a date, a calendar will appear. Once sufficient ID has been provided, a note will appear at the top of the documentation list confirming this, and the system will grey out other options. If the applicant cannot provide sufficient ID to meet Route 1, the ID verifier should select the button Click here if applicant does not have any documents from Group 1. Upon selecting this will then display the relevant ID groups for Route 2. Route 2 additionally requires the ID verifier to complete an external ID verification check by checking the Verify Identity button. In this case, the identity verification is done externally. However, all the systems available to ID verifiers, the identity verification can be done from the system itself. The ID verifier will then get a pass or fail result. If they get a pass, they will be able to proceed down Route 2. In the event that they get a fail or the applicant cannot provide enough ID for Route 2, the ID verifier will need to move on to Route 3. Should the ID verifier wish to return to a previous route, they can do so by selecting the route under the current ID section. Please note that moving to a different route will remove data entered from the previous route, and if the result of Route 2 was a fail, you are not able to go back to this route. Once the requirements for a particular route have been met, the ID verifier needs to confirm that they have checked the current address of the applicant and tick the declaration to confirm that the information provided in support of the application is complete and true before being able to submit the application. Once the ID verification has been completed, the ID verifier should click on Submit ID Verification. This will send the completed form to countersignatories for secure submission via eBulk to the DBS. A message will appear on screen to confirm that this has been successful. ID verifiers are asked to complete the ID verification within 5 working days. In the event that this is not completed, automated email reminders are sent out every 5 days.